Selamat datang and welcome to Malaysia, a Southeast Asian economic giant that is home to 30 million people and a melting pot of cultures, ethnicities, and religions. It is also home to 90,000 people whose lives are directly impacted by the HIV and AIDS epidemic, including men who have sex with men, or MSM, and transgender people. Hi, I'm Zaki Arzmi. In this video, I will take you on a tour of the country's community-based organizations serving HIV-related health needs of MSM and transgender people and showcase best practices that have gone to improve the quality of life. For people in the MSM and transgender communities who wish to get tested for HIV and other STIs, there is an NGO that can take them to government clinics to access community-friendly services. This NGO is called PAMT, short for Pertubuhan Advocacy Masyarakat Terpinggir Kuala Lumpur dan Selangor. This is their story.
My name is Rabiatul Badaria. They call me Dr. Ruby. So I'm a consultant for IHP SSR program with PMT. Recently, for past 1 year, we do a lot of program with healthcare workers. So where it's called as community sensitive clinic, we work together closely with the doctors who are actually running the HIV and STI clinic in the government clinics. We have to admit that we do have some stigma in us because of previous incidents. We talk to our old veterans, friends who actually been stigmatized and criminalized. But sometimes it does not happen anymore at certain clinics or among the certain doctors. So you must have some good trust on our healthcare workers and also have a good connection with your NGO, the CBO that you are connected with. I really hope our MSM and TG community will come forward for testing, because right now in Malaysia, young MSMs are actually very high for sexual transmitted infections and also HIV.
Other than government clinics, there is an NGO in Kuala Lumpur that offers community-friendly HIV and STI testing services. Let's pay a visit to the Community Healthcare Center, or CHCC.
My name is Melanie and I am from CHCC.
And I'm Raymond Tai. I am the Acting Chief Operation Officer at PT Foundation.
We are a HIV and STI testing center. Basically, we provide anonymous and confidential services including HIV, STI testing, telephone counselling, face-to-face counselling, as well as having peer outreach programs outside of PT.
There are not many places where MSM and transgender can go to test feeling very comfortable and secure that they won't be stigmatized. And we want to provide a totally non-judgmental and a friendly service to this community.
One of our highlights is, of course, the introduction of the 4th generation HIV combo test, in which we actually started it off as the MAN project.
What is worrying is the number of people who pick up for HIV has not gone down. It is still at the level of 13 to 15% of MSM who are tested positive every year. So that's worrying, and we want to do as much as we can to educate them. Our philosophy is that we test everybody. Everybody gets tested, even if you cannot afford it. We can do that by doing a give and take campaign, which is that anybody who likes our service and they want to do more, they can pay forward for somebody else who cannot afford it. So my hope is that the community members will learn how to protect themselves, know that HIV concerns every one of us, and the only way for you to actually know that you're HIV negative is to continue to come forward for testing, right?
Do not be afraid to get tested, because it is like a health checkup at the end of the day, and it is your right to know your status.
There are also NGOs outside of Kuala Lumpur that serve MSM and transgender communities. One such NGO is Pertubuhan Community Intan or PKI, operating in Teluk Intan, a small town in the state of Perak located 170 kilometers north of Kuala Lumpur.
Nama saya Roaznan bin Roslan daripada Pertubuhan Komuniti Intan PKI. Pertubuhan Komuniti Intan ditubuhkan pada 2001 bertempat di Teluk Intan, Perak. Misi Pertubuhan Komuniti Intan sebenarnya adalah memberi rawatan kepada pesakit ataupun people living with HIV serta di antara pengguna dadah, SW dan juga MSM. Projek yang dibanggakan adalah meningkatnya rawatan ataupun daripada outreach worker sendiri yang membawa TG, SW dan juga IDU untuk ke klinik kesihatan Teluk Intan.
In the city of Kuantan, 220 kilometers to the east of Kuala Lumpur, Committed Malaysia, an NGO serving HIV prevention, treatment, care and support to people who use drugs, has begun reaching out to MSM and transgender people.
Nama saya Sazura, saya asal daripada Kuantan, Pahang.
Nama saya saya berasal dari Melaka.
Committed Malaysia ataupun Drug Intervention Community Malaysia adalah pertubuhan bukan kerajaan yang diasaskan oleh bekas-bekas pengguna dadah Malaysia. Target komuniti kita bukan hanya pengguna dadah tetapi juga kepada sex workers, transgender dan any other community that infected and affected by drug use and HIV/AIDS.
Projek yang saya rasa saya teruja dengan Komunitas Malaysia ni, projek Puji. Puji ni dia lebih pada pengurusan jenazah. Sebab kalau kita tengok balik, macam drug user, sex worker, kadang-kadang ada juga transgender yang tidak mempunyai family, yang dibuang oleh keluarga. Jadi Komunitas Malaysia dia ambil peranan.
Cabaran yang kita hadapi dalam menjalankan projek Global Fund ini, kita deal dengan komuniti yang sukar di reach out. Berharap komuniti juga yang di luar sana yang masih belum mendapat perkhidmatan dapat memberi ruang kepada kami untuk kita saling membantu dalam isu menangani HIV/AIDS ini.
As you have seen before, there are actually quite a number of HIV prevention and testing services available to specifically MSM and transgender people in Kuala Lumpur. But what about those who are already living with HIV? I'm standing in front of an organization that runs a program called MSM Pause, a program that is specifically run for MSM who are positive or living with HIV. Come join me and check it out.
MSM Pause is doing our support group every month, twice a month. Okay, so we tackle a lot of topic related to HIV. We conduct an HIV 101, anything regards to HIV, STI, and how to start medication, what is medication available in the world, what is medication available in Malaysia. We will inform to them regards to how to take care about their treatment, how to take care about their life while taking medication. We do have like first line medication which is been given complimentary by our hospital, government or clinic. Some of the boys otherwise they know that the medication is free, but some of them take granted not to take the medication on time. It just seems like playing fool with the medication. Take care about your medication. Please eat properly. Okay, on time. If you do have any related issue about your medication, please come forward to see us.
NGOs and community-based organizations that serve MSM and transgender people in Malaysia are united by Pertubuhan Jaringan Pelangi Malaysia or MyISHON, the national network for male and transgender sexual health. Formed in 2012, My ISHON currently has 20 member organizations under its umbrella.
My name is Nazarius, or people call me Naza. I'm the focal point of my action. My action activities are capacity building, and we also help referrals among CBO with other CBOs. We network them together in a partnership. There are 20 CBOs currently under my action, and most of these are in the Klang Valley area. Challenges that we encountered are mainly from certain stakeholders, especially from the government side, because as MSM and transgender are not recognized in Malaysia, the limitation of what we work, we can't work with like human rights, for example. We can only work with health rights. My hope for my action is that we get funding, sustainability, and from there we can sustain ourselves through, and not only just for my action but also for the members who are in my action itself.
These are just a few of the community-based healthcare best practices that have made a positive impact in the lives of MSM and transgender people in Malaysia. As the HIV and AIDS epidemic continues to disproportionately affect MSM and transgender people, it is crucial that these services are sustained in the long run to address the health needs and HIV vulnerabilities of the community. Your care and support can keep them alive and further strengthen the capacity of NGOs to serve the community better.
To let it go, but if you never try, you'll never know just what you were. Lights will